Hi, I'm Mellow Baku and welcome to Word Online. It's the third word online. So, like what I've done here, it's taken me a while, but I'm feeling at home. I am at home in the signature word ambience, meaning red with the letters. Oh, and the light bulbs that one works. So yeah, it's great to be here and to be hosting this, the third word online. And first up, to thank my resident DJ. Her name is Alexa, and she's playing I Am the Black Gold of the Sun. So DJ Alexa, stop. She likes straight talking. So Word is a voluntary organisation. It's uniquely co-produced by an NHS Trust, that's Leicestershire Partnership NHS Trust, delivering one of the longest running poetry nights in the UK, alongside a whole range of other gatherings, events and projects, some of which I'm involved in and some of which you'll be involved in as well, like this one. And our third word online is dedicated to Black Lives Matter and has a feature of 3 headline pieces, wonderful pieces of work from Antony Owen, from Roger Robinson, and from some of you in our beautiful communal poem that's made up of the 20-second extracts that some of you have been sending in. So thanks for that. And I'm going to do a piece for you now, which I've specifically written for this event. So I'm going to be reading it from my autocue down here. I don't have a title for it yet, working title, Since We Came. This is me thinking about things going on, debates on social media, things about statues, things about sweatshops, debates about slavery, who enslaved who first, heavy stuff. So this is what I've written about it. Since we came, there have always been statues. Not all statues are the same. Some bronze, long shadows cast, lest we forget our conquered past. Some spread wings over motorways, marking compass points with grace. Some are locked in viewing vaults in case. We needed evidence of travesty, categorized and managed, Hotep's broken-headed majesty, collateral collectibles, damaged. Since we came, there's always been enslavement, yet not all slavery is the same. It can be losing a long fortnight or any other game lost hard. It can feel like choiceless labour, paying off a credit card. Consume to be consumed by debt, paying tribute to a label made for cloth in shops drenched in sweat. And we wonder why the colours fade. Other times enslavement looked like muzzles over lips, or bodies freed, thrown overboard, to sink to new depths. Since we asked for proof, there have always been statistics, but not all numbers are the same. A tally of matchsticks reconfigured to build a pyre for truth. And we're all slaves to this eternal history, until we see how much can change from one mind to the next. The stories die and resurrect. None but ourselves can reconnect. For as long as we can remember, there have always been humans, made of memories, meat and muscle, made of water, fear and courage, of breath and neck and knee, of ignorance and curiosity, white of bone, and all held in by this apparent coloured skin. So on to our first feature of this third word online, and that is Antony Owen. He's an award-winning poet. He's authored 6 poetry collections since 2009, so that's like 2 point something a year. His latest, The Nagasaki Elder, was shortlisted for the coveted Ted Hughes Award, and he's one of the leading active writers on war and peace poetry in 21st century poetry. Antony's work is taught at regular poetry workshops in Hiroshima and also appears in a national UK peace education resource by CND Peace Education. He's from Coventry. He's also a lovely guy, and he is featuring in our next full Word Online next month. The piece that he's generously donated for us to share this evening is called Cyril Regis, after the famed international English footballer who was born in Maripasola, French Guiana in 1958, who won 5 caps with the English national team, played for West Bromwich Albion and Coventry City. So this piece has been made into a really beautiful film with such wonderful visuals by the talented, my friend Leonie DuBarry-Gurr. So here it is, with thanks to her and Antony.
Cyril Regis. Guyana born, you learn how to charge through bananas like mist. Those slave lands were your anchor to run and live free. I picture a leather ball as your chair beneath sunsets. In West Bromwich, you learnt from shoelaces the smell of England, the puree of banana, saliva, and the soiled chalk of white men. You shrugged them off like an own goal to decency. You were the uncaged magpie, a song against the bulldog's snarl, more than a black man, but a human who silenced the noise, the smiling tower on bedroom walls of proud black boys. In Coventry came a magpie, a sky blue art in a city Thatcher grade. You charged through the right wing to cop song murmurations. Each time you played, win or lose, was an unknown celebration. In Liverpool, you became a liver bird with a frond of the magpie's blue. Monsters made monkey noises, but you never walked alone. They took you in like birdsong, like one of their own. Your first England cap when they posted you cowardice in a bullet and ink. If you put your foot on Wembley turf, you'll get one for your knees. How sweet the grass of England, and the black, defiant rose. Guyana born, you learnt from your first steps charging through the foggy flora. The best pass your father made was from your mother's birth. He must have felt he'd won. That ball of life now returned to earth.
And I'm so looking forward to Antony's return next month, and also to co-hosting a Zoom workshop with him. So we'll be sharing the dates and times via social media and in the comments section, and details on website www.wordpoetry.co.uk. It will be hard to miss, so maybe see some of you there. And it's my pleasure now to introduce a piece by Roger Robinson, who was the featured artist in our last Word Online back in May, and he's generously contributing another piece. So thank you to Roger. He's a featured artist everywhere right now. He's a multi-award winning writer. Of his many accolades, he's the winner of the T.S. Eliot Prize 2019 and the RSL Ondaatje Prize 2020, and currently shortlisted for the Derek Walcott Prize for Poetry 2020. His latest collection, A Portable Paradise, was a New Statesman Book of the Year. Thank you, Lydia, for the lend. This piece I'm so happy to share with you this evening has been animated by Malikah Holder and is taken from A Portable Paradise collection.
The job of paradise. It is the job of paradise to comfort those who've been left behind, to think that all those loved and lost would live on there like tiny gods. It is the job of mumble prayers to help you calm your hurts and fears. It is the job of the long black hearse to show we head to death from birth. It is the job of the clean, neat grave to remind us how to live our days. If only I could live my days till death suffice and make earth feel like paradise.
Wow. And so to our customary word break. In the corner of my room, my resident DJ Alexa, continue. Alexa, continue. So you can take a moment to fully enjoy the word ambience, the red, the aloe vera. You might open a browser and scroll and buy a book by Antony Owen or Roger Robinson. Break. Thanks to DJ Alexa. Stop. She can be a bit tricky. She likes it to be clear. So before I introduce our last piece, I'd like to share this with you, which is my other collaborator, something from my other collaborator, which is my lovely looper, my magical looper. Some of you Leicester lockdowners may have seen me use it in my live streams, which you can check my page for info, Mellow Baku. And this is a little piece, again, I've written for this show called Imagine, which is after the song Imagine by John Lennon. I hope you enjoy. Imagine. Imagine there were no races. It's not hard 'cause it's true. And if you were an alien, you'd think everyone was new. You wouldn't see the meaning of color, shade or hue. And when we all were babies, it was something we just knew. You may say that I'm a dreamer. Imagine, imagine. Well, Rosa Parks was too. She said no to injustice, just like everyone can do. Imagine, 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 imagine. Imagine no one got killed for the skin they were born in, and everyone was filled with peace and understanding. Imagine breathing freely just because you're you. Imagine Black Lives Matter like any lives do. Imagine, yeah, like any lives do. Imagine, imagine Black Lives Matter the same as any do. Imagine, imagine. People say time's a healer, but it still goes on today. For centuries was long enough, and we all can make a change. Imagine, 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 imagine. You may say I'm a dreamer, so was Martin Luther King. He dreamt of freedom, let freedom reign, let freedom reign, let freedom reign, let freedom reign. You may say that I'm a dreamer, and I know that you are too. I hope one day we'll join, and we'll make the dream come true. 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 Imagine. Make the dream come true. Imagine. Make the dream come true. Imagine. Make the dream come true. Thank you, I imagine. And now to our third feature, finale of the third word online. This is our brilliant communal poem. It's called Every Brilliant Thing, Part 2, which follows on from Every Brilliant Thing, Part 1. And with our great thanks to all who were involved. It's dedicated to Black Lives Matter. I've so enjoyed curating your 20-second-ish gems, some of which you may recognise here, you may recognise others, your own, and some of which are still to share in their entirety. And do continue to send them in to me at mellow.baku@wordpoetry.co.uk. In landscape, please, in landscape, so you don't get all stretched out across the screen, people. Landscape. So thanks to all taking part in this broadcast, to all the funders and partners shortly listed in the credits. My personal thanks to Word for having me on board, and I've loved working on this with producer Lydia Towsey, my friend and director of Word, who sends her love to all.
I'm having somewhat of an existential crisis in a world full of monsters.
As they foghorn the folly of men, who draw lines in the earth and call them countries.
I've driven the earth's heart through the stormy seas.
A capillary, a tiny blood vessel in the nation, vital in the circulatory system.
Whoosh, the sound of oxymoron.
Used to be invisible in a dog queue.
Judgments of society seeped inside your skin.
8 minutes 46 seconds. Last breath.
Like my reflective mind, uncertainty bleeds anxiety.
A friend messages to let me know
that we matter and that we deserve to belong.
Sometimes I need someone else to help me see things clearly.
You see, you stand out against the backdrop of this universe, by which I mean the right people will see you and your qualities will be embraced.
Yes, I can see you.
We are not shackled to a timeline.
Love across continents. History is ours to see what else gives. Goodbye to a world where racism lives.
Polish kids with great English, bright Somali girls, quiet Iraqi boys, girls from Pakistan who worked hard, students from Zimbabwe who copy every word.
And love is the colour of their name. I call them myself when I sing.
Heart beats like a drum inside of me. Hear the voices of the people inspiring me.
Offering eternal empathy.
I feel and I sense an energetic burst from the inside out. You touch my skin.
They cannot touch my innocence.
It is my triumph and pride.
It's my healing stick.
Peace could be a warm spell, putting rain away from eyes, seeking you, see.
Eyes are vessels for discovery, and every little thing they see is brilliant.
All I ever had.
So how wonderful was that? Feel free to watch it again. It will all be uploaded on the platforms. This broadcast has been free. We're as keen for as many people to share in the work and our community as possible. And if you've enjoyed it and you're able to and you want to support the work of Word, you can make a donation via the website wordpoetry.co.uk and press the big red donate button. Your donation will be spent on ongoing work with the NHS at Leicestershire Partnership NHS Trust and will make a big difference. So thank you. Stay tuned for news of our next broadcast when we'll be continuing our Black Lives Matters theme in August, and we'll be sharing more of Antony Owen's wonderful work with the online workshop in Advanced, and we'll be launching a new Word publication. Many thanks. I'm Mellow Baku. Thank you and goodbye.